Great to have you with us from Grove Field, Memorial Stadium in Columbia, Missouri. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the Missouri Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame. He understands the importance of this game as a separator in the conference standings. With both teams undefeated,
the Bulldogs using their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to... unloads quickly.
That RPO play was run to perfection. The run fake forced and sucked the defense up, and a nice job on the route by the receiver, not telegraphing that he was breaking to the inside on the slant.
So the Missouri Tigers offense takes the field for the first time in this game. They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stop. Running inside, it's Jones. Makes him talk to the hand.
You know what? Everybody gets energized. The whole football team. You got running backs that fight for extra yards and breaks tackles. It's awesome to watch. Everybody literally gets a little jolt of energy.
There's some room. Pass the 10. Touchdown, Georgia. Once he got some room, it was over.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They really had a great year, and that's why they're a top.
Missouri's offense heads out, ready to go. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Inside, it's Davison. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. To the air, it's Reynolds. Misses receiver there, it's incomplete.
Yeah, I like the aggressive.
And the Bulldogs just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. And off to Jones. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And just a great job by the defense being snapped. Right, that's your job. You scout up front, stuff the run play, make them get more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101.
Brings it into the open. Delivers the stiff arm. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Bulldog. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. They'll keep it on the ground. Strong, firm tackle.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Fires it beautifully in on the crosser. He's brought down, but it... So now it's second and long. To throw, it's Reynolds. Fires to the big fella. Tackle was made at the 44, but he picked up 10 yards and enough for a first down. And the Tigers look to keep this drive coming. Going with the counter play here.
And the defense doing a great job.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, and a long way to go on third down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. Oh, he's got some space. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Missouri! After the score, we'll see that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd.
And he'll just take it in. This drive will start at the 25. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Wants to throw on first down. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. So far, they've taken him away.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Sometimes as an offense, you like run plays, and you like running it right into the teeth of the blitz. That's what happened right there. Everybody up front got a hat on a hat, and they were able to crease that defense.
They'll keep it on the ground. Picks up the first down. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line.
Well, we're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 explosive runs. He told us coming into this one, he thought he could have a big day statistically against this defense. There was something he saw on film that made him believe he was going to have a lot of success. And he's already doing it now. He is breaking off big ones, showing the vision, showing you the speed. Defense has no idea how to stop that.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and second and 6. They'll run play action. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep him covered.
Yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they self-block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, and they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to trust.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Slips one guy, and now he's loose. Touchdown, Dogs! He ran through tackles like water through a sieve.
You become a really good football coach when you got guys like that you can hand it to. Look at him, break tackles and shows you the speed to run away from the defense. Jesse, he is an absolute nightmare.
That's a great point, David. You don't have to scheme this guy up perfectly, which means you don't have to have everybody accounted for blocking, because he'll make them miss, or he'll break tackles, and then you're right. Once you get into the open field, it's not just physical running, but how about
It's one thing to get that huge play. Now you got to cash it in with 6. First and 10 from the 24. Back to throw, it's Reynolds. He misses his man, the accuracy just not. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. to throw for it. He makes the catch. Ground game really important. Let's take a look at how these running backs have fared through one quarter of play. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. Here's a little room there. Smashes through, just steamrolling the defense. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line.
Defensively, you'll take the slow death. You'll take 3, 4, 5 yards a pop, but you can't give up the massive plays. You got to do a better job containing the football, making them run the guys, and getting them on the ground. For goodness sakes, this guy's fast, I know, but defensively, we got to swarm to the football and get him on the ground.
Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
Missed opportunity on offense. QB and receiver just not on the same page there.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Trying to move them on the counter. Finding off the defender. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Can't hang on, it is incomplete. I think he was bracing for the hit and didn't hang on to the football. Time to change now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got it. He'll be out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24.
You know, that's why this guy can play first, second, third down. You've already seen earlier in the drive, rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. The play action fake. Here's the heat. Swings it out to his running back. Quick throw, and he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4. They worked it down to the 4-yard line, but now it's third and goal. He'll set up to throw. They'll run the screen. Back's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's why you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, want to get all the fastest road. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Running inside, it's Davison. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Missouri wants to go fast.
I like this idea by the offense to hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and long. Looking for man. It's Reynolds. Bought a little time, lets it go. Can't make the connection on third down thanks to that. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
But if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that.
Just plowing ahead. He'll get it out to the 25, not bothered at all being backed up, and they've got a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Off the play fake on first down. It's complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down here for the offense. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
Well, he's putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. With that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The Dogs can really attack on this second and short. The run inside. It's Jones. There he goes. He's at the 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in week 6. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
He's searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting him.
Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. They're looking at a 21-point hole. There's still time to do some work, but there's also no time to waste. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Trying play action. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. And off to Jones. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They're going to ride this running back. He's out past the 35. Flying out to the left. He's at the 20. Touchdown Bulldogs. Roll his way into the end zone. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game.
And sometimes you live by the blitz, and sometimes you die by the blitz. And right there, great job blocking and understanding it was coming. And then somebody had to make a play in space, and he took it a long way.
You're right, David. It's always a risk by the defense. And if you don't have good
Lining up for the PAT. The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use the score to... That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Back to pass, it's Reynolds. This time it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this.
Just over 20 seconds to play in the half. You just don't want to make a big mistake here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. Good game there. Picks up the first down, and now maybe this offense attacks before the half. And the Dogs come to the line in a hurry up. Right back to the well. Breaks the tackle. That should be the final play of the first half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connor.
Man, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. Let's open things up with Georgia Tech taking on the number 13 team, the Louisville Cardinals. And it's the Yellow Jackets, able to escape with a 3-point victory. Talk about an upset. And maybe, just maybe, this win helps them turn their season around. They get back to 2-3 on the year. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp at Memorial Stadium. We've been treated to one special performance on the ground from both teams, gouging the opposing defenses for big when you've got rushing attacks like these. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Memorial Stadium.
Missouri will kick it off to open the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the return will be brought down. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Not sure they had to adjust much, still trying to build on this lead. Across the 25, he's got room. A really productive run gets it up to the 31-yard line before he goes out of bounds.
And man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the hill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's shooting up some yards, and good things are happening.
To the air on first down. That's reeled in, it's Jones. Just broke. He smashes his way through again. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
When quarterbacks learn to take checkdowns, man, they become way more efficient. They become way better. They get way more possessions, and he does a really good job. It's not his primary guy, but he looks down the field. He doesn't force the football, but checks it down to his running back and still makes a big play because it was the right decision.
They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. He needed a little more help to spring him for some yards.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. You were able to rally and made a tackle.
Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed. He wants to throw it again. He finds a dead spot in the middle. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Running inside, it's Jones. Just steamrolling the defense. Touchdown, Georgia! And they take it in for 6 more points. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. It didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. He'll do it himself. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Reynolds. Here's the pressure. He's got him in the flat. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you hear all the stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Could be an alley. Bulldozes his way through. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. A little misdirection and a handoff on the counter. At the 40, just plowing it, just keeps moving. Turning it on. Touchdown, Bulldog. He shed tackles right and left and housed it. His 8th touchdown of the game. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. They're going to just need to work on those angles, that's for dang sure.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for space, it's Davison. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26 again. They've got it at the 37. It's 1st and 10. They'll move the tight end. The run inside. It's Davison. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yards. Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. There's a crease. With that, he's got 101 yards on. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the left. They bring it down with a big play. Will move the sticks. The Tigers, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Keeping it on the ground inside. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He almost popped out there for a huge return, and they will
writing in this game. It's making the football slick and slippery. You know ball security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
The give on the inside. Brings it into the open. Still on his feet. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line after ripping off that huge gain on the ground, trying to keep it going. Off-play action on first down. Makes the ground and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. They didn't get a push at all on that one. There'll be no gain on the play. Got stumped on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Got enough for the first. Smacks it with a stiff arm. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Going to the run, it's Jones. Defense makes a stand as their clock runs down to 0. Always great to build momentum with an early season victory. Let's take a look at what's in store coming up next week. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the... They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Running play to the left here, looking for the end zone. And he's in! Touchdown, Dogs! They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this always is the debate.
This is what you're looking for when you have the better team. Go out and show it. Don't fool around with them. Go out and play to a standard of excellence.
Just dominate. You know you're going to take care of business. You know you're going to win. It's like how many? How many can I win by? And I like that you keep your foot on the gas and just continue to pile it on. It's their job to stop you. Let them do their job. You just keep on running.
It's not about the X's and the O's, it's the J's and the Joes. This is why recruiting is so important in college football. They just had better players, more physical, they were faster, and it showed.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollock, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 7. The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab one in the middle. That's Jones. Shakes man, and he might take off. Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a 1st down. Passing game kept his drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Georgia ready to dive it up on another 1st down. The give is Jones. Got enough for the 1st. Gets away for 1. Continues to fight for yards. Touchdown Bulldog. He shed tackles like a snake getting rid of his skin.
You're the better team. You're playing at home. That's the way you start a football game. Putting a drive together, getting 6 on the board, taking the lead. Nice start by this offense.
This crowd, full throat, spreading the eardrums and letting him know it's going to be a long day. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Flips it out on the screen. Spins away from the defense. Didn't have much room. And here comes the punt team. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with his 7-0 lead. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Thrust that arm out. Makes a pass to Marker. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to adjust the pattern. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. After those last 2 plays, let's see if they can get it out of reverse on 3rd and 18. He gets it down to the 40-yard line, but he's going to be a little bit short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. Got room to work. Smashes through the tackle. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. Man, you want to talk about confidence in your running game on 4th down to keep it on the ground from that distance and pick up the 1st down.
That's one of those things that practice coach probably. Anybody, any place, anytime, anywhere. This is who we are. We're physical. And they showed it.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not. The give on the option. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Quarterback keeps it, and they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. The dogs are barking and growling and trying to hold him here on 3rd down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. And the Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to go right back to him on 1st down. And he never had a chance. It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bentley. Unleashes one. Oh, they really could have used that catch. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They built a quick double-digit lead now to try to get this offense really humming. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They give it to him again. He breaks the tackle. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. He finds enough daylight and gets it out across the 45, out of bounds at the 47, and a big run there. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10. Pulls it in, it's Jones. Could not make his way to the corner. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. They'll try to run for it. All down, they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Oh, that big stiff arm got him some just... Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He would not be denied. No midseason concentration lapse here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And a huge run from the back for 6.
Man, it's nice to have a running back that can do that. That makes everything else easy on offense. Hey, hand it to that guy, he makes a big play. Let's please.
Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. Dropping back, it's Bentley. Bringing the heat. And they got him.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor of this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked.
We make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get it. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. Basically everything they've tried has worked, scoring a couple of touchdowns and a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Rides to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs! A quick strike, just as we expect.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, Dave.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you would try.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Running inside is Hawkins. That is a big win for this. They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Bentley. And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed.
The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far. Maybe a crease. Ran through the tackle and he's got room to run. Inside the 30. 10. Into the house. Touchdown, Georgia.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has showed you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. The run inside. It's Hawkins.
You know what I really like about games like
moving into scoring territory at the 36 on 1st down. Was to pass. Using the quick game.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's what I like most about this defense. When you try to take shots and make big plays, they get to the quarterback. They get him on the ground. Their 3rd sack of the day. And this is a unit that ranks in the...
Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse. I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. And everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
Looking downfield on 1st down. On target.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Going for it all. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a So guys, we'll see this offense again. Gets the back moving. Maybe some room here. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jones. They've got him down at the 40 after he ripped off 15 yards. Starting this drive line, that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Hard running there. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. And off to Jones. He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage. They'll come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and long. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Showing off the arms. They stop him right there. A pickup of 10, enough for the 1st down, and we've also taken it to the 2-minute timeout. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. Shakes off the defender. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Oh, he's got some room into the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldog. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And just keep feeding.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Scanning the field, it's Bentley. Snagged in the middle, it's McIntyre. Now a timeout call by the... And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Here comes the heat. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. Timeout, Oklahoma. That's their 2nd. And they'll... Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks for the 1st. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. They feed him again. Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Running inside, it's Jones. Picks up the 1st down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, big key for this offense was getting the run game established, and this guy now over 120 rushing yards in this one. You got to give credit to the O-line. You obviously have to give credit to the running back as well, but they have answered the bell. They knew what they needed to do if they were going to be able to have success, and they're executing this game plan flawlessly.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Jones. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Hand off to Jones. Got room at the 35. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down. And the Dogs, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. They'll give it to him again. Got a little press. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead.
Intercepted to stop the threat. Taking it the other way. Inside the 50. He's at the 30. The 10. All the way back. Touchdown Sooners.
And they come up with a huge pick six, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't...
Number 19, set to kick off.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. That last pick six, after a drive like that, David can swing the momentum of a game. There he goes! Smashes him with the stiff arm. At the 20. Touchdown Dogs! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him. He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. With that last one, he's now up to 90 career rushing touchdowns.
Man, that is crazy to think about, to be that durable in the running back spot, to be in the lineup, running with juice, running with energy. 90 touchdowns is so crazy. What a career for this guy.
It's just so easy to be desensitized to it because we've watched this guy do it all throughout his career. But let's just take a moment and pause and appreciate the...
Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of... They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Bentley. Grabbed in the middle. It's McIntyre. And he's able to shed one tackle and pick up pretty good yard. 3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. It's complete on the right side. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be... Just barely picked up a yard with that last completion. It's 2nd and 9. Delay to the back. It's Hawkins.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. The run inside. It's Hawkins. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. So important to keep your concentration. Get off on the snap count, not before it. It's 1st and 15. Runs through a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. To the air on second down. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Keeping it on the ground inside, it's Jones. Might have a chance. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. To the ground, he's got it again. Turning it on. A huge pickup on this play. They finally get him out of bounds, and that is some kind of way to wrap up the 3rd quarter. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So first down will open up the final period. And off to Jones. Can't get him to the ground.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
The Bulldogs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Jones. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there.
Yeah, if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? On the draw, it's Jones. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And score will give them a little more room to operate here in the 4th quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable...
Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Trying to get rid of it.
Hey, it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. They'll ride the hot hand. And he had no option on that one. Defense ready for anything, and they stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to throw. It's Bentley. Pressure coming. Fires on the move. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. They make the tackle after the turnover, but hang on just a second. There's a flag on the field. Let's see if it stands. And the pass interference penalty is costly, wiping out the turnover. The Sooners getting set on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Hawkins.
Hey, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative. negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
There's some room. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Sooners are in the red zone. Motion from the wide receiver. Snap, headed to the end zone. Gets out of bounds after. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you... That's a fumble on the play. He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call.
Man, that's the advantage of having a good coaching staff to teach these players in this type of situation with the lead late in the game. You want to stay in the field of play and keep the clock ticking. They do that after that nice run.
Plows through the defense. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. In the red area, it's Jones. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. They get the win. They are now bowl eligible, but we have a 0 in the loss column. There are much bigger fish to fry.
I think a lot of people thought they'd be 6-0 at this point, too. So, you know they're going to a bowl game, great. But they've got their eyes set on the college football playoff and a national championship. They have...